The rain tapped softly against the office windows as Daniel packed his worn leather bag. Security watched silently while employees whispered. Being fired wasn't new to him, but humiliation in front of everyone hurt. He thought only of his triplets waiting at home, hoping he could still afford dinner tonight somehow. Earlier that morning, CEO Amelia Hart had dismissed him coldly. She accused him of negligence after an accounting error appeared under his name. Daniel tried explaining he stayed late fixing systems, yet her voice remained sharp. Pride hid her trembling hands, but he walked away, believing powerful people never cared about struggling fathers. At home, 3 small girls rushed into his arms. Lily, Emma, and Sophie spoke at once, asking why he looked sad. Daniel forced a smile and cooked simple noodles. He never told them he lost his job. Instead, he promised tomorrow would be better, even though he had no plan yet. The next day, the triplets insisted on visiting his workplace. They loved the tall glass building and thought it magical. Daniel hesitated, but finally agreed. He hoped to request a reference letter. Holding their hands tightly, he stepped inside, unaware that fate was preparing a different meeting entirely. In the lobby, they heard voices from a nearby conference hall. The doors were slightly open. The girls noticed Amelia standing before an elderly man in an expensive suit. Her confident posture had disappeared. She looked smaller, almost like a scolded child, wiping tears while trying to speak bravely to him. Curiosity pulled the children closer. They saw the man speaking sternly. He was her father, the company's billionaire founder. He demanded perfection and questioned her leadership. Amelia tried explaining financial losses and pressure, but her voice broke. For the first time, she wasn't a boss. She was simply a daughter afraid. Sophie gently pushed the door wider. The sound made Amelia turn. She froze, seeing Daniel and his daughters. Embarrassment colored her face. The billionaire looked confused. The girls didn't notice tension. They simply approached her, offering a small tissue from a pink backpack with innocent kindness. "Don't cry," Lily said softly. "Our daddy says crying alone hurts more." The room fell silent. Daniel felt panic, but the billionaire observed carefully. Amelia accepted the tissue, her composure cracking. No employee had ever seen her vulnerable. The triplets' concern felt warmer than years of corporate achievements. Daniel apologized quickly and tried leaving, but the old man stopped him, asking his name. When he heard Daniel was fired yesterday, he frowned. Amelia looked down, ashamed. The billionaire requested an explanation, and Daniel respectfully described the accounting system error and the late nights correcting security issues alone. The founder called the IT department immediately. Within minutes, they confirmed Daniel had actually prevented a major cyber breach. The accounting mistake came from another department. Amelia's face paled. She realized she punished the one employee who saved the company. Her authority suddenly felt painfully heavy on her shoulders. The girls sensed tension again. Emma held Amelia's hand gently. "Daddy works hard," she whispered. "He never lies." The simple statement pierced Amelia's guarded heart. She remembered her own childhood when her father rarely listened. She had repeated the same mistake, judging quickly instead of understanding someone struggling. The billionaire turned toward his daughter. His voice softened for the first time. He admitted leadership required compassion, not only control. Amelia's eyes filled again, but now with regret. She apologized directly to Daniel, not as a CEO, but as a person who realized she misused her power yesterday. Daniel accepted quietly. He needed a job more than pride, yet dignity mattered. Before he could speak, the girls hugged Amelia unexpectedly. She laughed through tears, surprised by affection she hadn't felt in years. Their innocence broke the invisible walls she built around herself while running a demanding corporation. The founder offered Daniel immediate reinstatement with higher salary and security manager authority. Daniel hesitated. He asked one condition: flexible hours for his daughters. Amelia immediately agreed. She admired how fatherhood guided his priorities. For the first time, she understood success wasn't measured only through profits or company reports. Days passed, and Daniel returned to work. Employees noticed Amelia's leadership changing. She listened more and criticized less. She created childcare support for staff parents. Morale improved dramatically. Whenever the triplets visited, the office brightened. Even strict executives smiled when they saw small drawings decorating boardroom tables. One evening, Amelia visited Daniel's modest home to personally thank him again. She brought groceries and toys, awkwardly standing at the door. The girls welcomed her loudly. She helped them cook and laughed when flour covered her suit. That simple dinner felt more peaceful than any luxury gala she attended. During conversation, Daniel learned her loneliness. Wealth gave comfort, but stole warmth. Her father expected strength, not emotion. The triplets sat beside her listening to stories. For once, Amelia spoke freely, not as CEO, but as a woman exhausted by expectations. Daniel listened quietly, understanding responsibility and silent sacrifices. The billionaire later visited too. Seeing his daughter happy shocked him. He watched Daniel patiently helping with homework and realized true leadership was guiding, not controlling. He apologized to Amelia for lifelong pressure. The family atmosphere softened years of distance, something business success had never achieved for them before. Months later, the company flourished again. Security improved under Daniel's management. Employees respected Amelia deeply now. The triplets often waited after.